But it's funny that you said that because I said that Big Machine is a country label. It's got Taylor Swift and Rascal Flatts and Tim McGraw and all that.
Oh, yeah. The biggest monster label. But now, Taylor's moved on to pop, and they're looking into more pop artists, and I'm going to be a pop artist for them. So I think it's cool. Their focus is really they're putting a lot of effort into this project right now, which I couldn't have been put in a better situation. The last couple years of Idol, it was a different record label. There wasn't as much of an emphasis on the winners, really. And this year, it's going to be a lot different. You'll be able to see because Big Machine's going to go all out, and it's pretty cool to see that kind of happening right now.
You like to think that they're almost learning from that experience because, years past, obviously there's a lot of great things that come with it, but there's been a little discontent, as happens.
Right. Yeah, listen, American Idol completely changed my life. I'll forever be in debt and grateful to that show because it was a really cool show. I'm sure, it's been around for 14 years, so it might have this stigma or some people think of it as not good for music or whatever, but I was around. I was a guy that's been grinding in the, trenches of music for 10 years and then went into it, and it's not some, cookie cutter. You're in there, you're doing it. It's like a real thing. I don't know how to explain it, but but at this point now I'm looking to break, I'll always be appreciative of it, but now it's about just being me as an artist. I have this platform that's pretty awesome, but, I have to, like Chris said, start writing, be your own artist, and get moving in your career.
What's it like when you run into your 8th grade teacher and they're like, I got to have tickets for this show, or somebody that failed you in algebra? There's got to be an X.
I've gotten
or
a couple.
Where you're just like, see? You want to text them and be like, see?
There are a couple people that text me where I wanted to say something back, but I just kept it to thank you. I'm
Stay positive now.
Exactly.
Right,
I don't have time for it now, right?
You're a humble, nice guy, and that's the one thing I said from the beginning. You're a real dude.
Yeah.
To put this as nicely as possible, some of the psychotic messages that I have received, for tickets to this show and things that I've been threatened with and things like that, you would think, if I get that, I could only imagine what you're going through right now. So how do you deal with that? And why don't you have a security detail with you? We almost hired one for you.
They had one for me when I came home from my hometown thing, but I think there might have been a need for one at a couple spots so far. But I don't know. I don't get not much throws me off. I could handle a good amount of stuff without getting freaked out. Nothing's freaked me out yet, so. Yeah, I guess a couple things I've read that'll get you a little freaked out.
I have a couple things I can read to you right off my Facebook
that's
page.
All right. Yeah. But for the majority, it's everybody was so. I really think the reason I won was a majority of it was because Connecticut was so behind this. More than the other people's hometowns. It's just because usually people say, oh, you're from Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, Mass, you can't win Idol. It's usually down south or Midwest, but Connecticut just was amazing and really supportive, and it's pretty amazing.
Well, people are all about getting you out here for these shows. Can't thank you enough for coming down here today
thank you for having
doing
me.
This with Star 99.9.
Yeah.
I know that there's talk about the tour. Dates are being thrown around. We're confident something's going to happen here in Connecticut, so we can't wait to get you back.
I was a little bummed. It doesn't look like, I guess there's going to be a date at Mohegan at the Wolf Den, but it's going to be a private thing, which I didn't quite understand. But this was all taking place before I won,
Right.
But at the same time, it will offer me the opportunity when the tour is done to come back and do a monster show here, when the tour's over and I'm just myself. And so there will be that, and we're already working that out right now. So that'll be something that'll take place. I can't guarantee when it's going to be, but it'll happen 100%.
Something will happen.
Yeah, just going to have to wait.
Hopefully
the buzz will be even bigger by then.
We have to spend more money at the slots, Anna. That's all it is.
Thank you so much. I couldn't be more proud of you. All of us
you guys,
here.
thank you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
you guys have been great and supportive the whole time. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, and anytime you want to come in, the door's always open, and I won't
You
lock
got
you
it.
out this
All
time,
right,
I promise.
Deal.
It's Nick Fradiani.